Hi, Takara here from Magnificent You, and today I'd like to share with you some of the newer products that I've been making in my Dancing Dolphin Essence product line, plus some new body butters that are not really part of that line but sort of adjacent and an adjunct to that line. So as some of you know, I began receiving, embodying, and radiating dolphin angel energetics in 1993. I had this unexpected, transformational, mystical, paranormal sort of experience when I was 33 years old. I had a complete spiritual awakening, and dolphin angels began coming in and offering healing energetics and offering me a gateway, a doorway into higher wisdom, which I've been sharing with people and teaching others how to access ever since then. In 1998, I was guided to attend a flower essence workshop and developed this deep relationship with flowers. I'd always had a flower connection, but this just deepened it to a whole other level. And as soon as I returned home, I was living on Palomar Mountain, a very sacred mountain in Southern California. The second I got home from that event, I would be woken up at 4 a.m. in the morning pretty much every day for a series of days, like 2 weeks or more. Every day at 4 a.m. precisely, I would wake up and in my mind would be a particular flower. One of the flowers that I would see along my walk. I took a mile walk one way and then mile walk back every single day as I was living on top of this mountain. And there were flowers that I was noticing all along the way. So as soon as I returned from this experience of learning more about flower essences and how to connect to the flower devas, then I started knowing at 4 a.m. which flower I was to commune with that day and create a flower essence from. So I began making flower essences from this sacred mountain in Southern California where I lived. Very soon after that, though, I was guided to place my hands on there and bring through this dolphin angelic healing energy that I channel into every bottle, which I have been doing ever since then. And I was also guided to infuse all of the bottles with sound. And I developed a beautiful relationship with Jonathan Goldman, and he became my teacher as far as sound healing is concerned. And since then, we've become very, very good friends. So I began doing a particular process of infusing sound into the essences, and I hold every single one and channel through this dolphin healing energetics. And then as I continued to grow and evolve since 1998, I've continued to grow and evolve, as we all have, really. I've been able to access more and more dimensions, more and more healing frequencies. And so I channel into each bottle different combinations, and it became very much an alchemical sort of process where the alchemy is happening inside of me and I'm radiating it into these bottles. So what the products originally looked like, first they were under the tongue, kind of like a flower essence, like Bach flower remedies or one of the others. But I quickly wanted to get out of ingestion like that because I'd worked for the pharmaceutical industry and I didn't want to have to deal with the FDA and all the regulations and filling out tons of paperwork, all of that. It just was, it took away the vibration. It just didn't feel right for this product. So I put it into oils. And initially the oils that I tried was olive oil, and that really didn't work. It destroyed the aroma. Olive oil is very overwhelming. But I did have it in that format for a little while. It was also it didn't absorb very well. There were a lot of problems with the olive oil, but it was a step in the process. And then eventually I learned more about fractionated coconut oil, which just means the fats are removed. So instead of it being a solid that you have to heat and then it becomes a liquid, it's liquid all the time, and it's clear and it's completely odorless. And it lasts pretty much forever. There's kind of like no expiration date on fractionated coconut oil, which is beautiful for an essence product. So I began creating little bottles like this and infusing into each one of these whatever the idea is for that particular essence. This one is essence of whale. So it's literally infused with the frequencies of whales from the ocean, the beautiful wisdom keepers, the Akashic record way to access. It's very deep. It's a very deep, going very deep within and going to very profound wisdom kind of essence. There's actually over 160 different varieties of things that I've created over the years that people have requested or that I've been guided to create. Some are very simple, some are very complex, but there's now 160 different kinds. They're also in mist form. Okay, so originally I created Magnificent Clearing Mist, which is a really fabulous, very broad spectrum way of clearing space. You can clear your own energy field. You can also clear that of the spaces that you're in. There's teachers that spray it around their classrooms before the students arrive. It's a way to clear the energy, you know, and it's a great way to clear energy if there's been disharmony in a space and you want to clear that, or some people arrived and stayed at your home and the energy was strange afterwards. You want to clear all that energy. And there's lots of ways to do that, but this tool is really, really powerful. Personally, I find it far more encompassing and more effective than like sage. At the same time, anything that's burning, I'm pretty sensitive to, so I don't burn regular candles. I don't use sage. I use only a couple of kinds of incense because I'm very, very sensitive. And so this product I kind of made for myself, but a lot of people find it very effective. More recently though, as things have evolved, there's more to clear, there's deeper places to go, and things have, you know, you want to get more to the root cause of some of the issues and some deeper things about yourself, and also a deeper cleansing in your environment. I was guided to create what I call the Transformational Trifecta. Okay, and it's 3 essences. They come in a little container like this, all right? And it is Holy Harmony, which I co-created with Jonathan Goldman. It's infused with his Holy Harmony music. It includes a very particular crystal gem essence and the other energies that I infuse into there. Then there's Finally Free and Dragon's Breath. And all of these are very, very powerful on their own, but together there's this amazing thing that happens. So those can be purchased as a set or individually, right? You can get the set or you can get them individually. But I also combine them all into one bottle, all right? So I have this new product called Sacred Space, and it's about creating sacred space for yourself. It's to help you clear and release all sorts of things for you. And it also comes in this 15 ml dropper bottle. Okay, when I say dropper bottle, I'm talking about it's like the kind of bottle you get with an essential oil. So it's these bottles are filled with the all organic fractionated coconut oil along with red raspberry seed oil, which is super, super healing and lovely for your skin. But then when you get them into your energy field, they're doing all these other things, multi-dimensional things, okay? It's been reported that one of the 3 essences that are included in this sacred space alchemy has been effective at actually removing entities from a person and from a space. Now, I can't guarantee that. I can't really make that claim. I can just tell you what's been reported, and that's been reported. Other people have talked about this Dragon's Breath essence. It clears stuff that you didn't even know you had, right? And Finally Free is about releasing all this stuff that's been stuck energetically, thoughts, fears, limitations of all kinds. And so they really are very, very transformational. But when I put them in the bottle for sacred space, it's about clearing your space, helping you become the divine vessel that you really are, right? Being in alignment, because holy harmony really aligns you with the divine. So I love that that's part of this formula. The other thing that for years I'd been guided to envelop people in these frequencies, right? With the roll-ons, we put them on all the chakras. You know, we put them on here, and we put them on here, and we put them on there. You know, I just do 3 little circles, rubbing on. And when you get to the base chakra, you put it on the tailbone rather than the sensitive skin at the perineum, because there is a little tiny hint of aromatherapy in there, okay? The essential oils that I use are very high vibration, and they are very carefully selected, but they're only there to add a subtle aroma. They are not the reason you buy the product. The reason you buy the product is because of the energetics and what the energetics do for you. So I'm guided to put this into a way for you to just like bathe in the frequencies, okay? And so that is the reason I'm making it available in the 15 ml size, because you can literally bathe in it. You can drop it in your bath, right? Put 2 or 3 drops in your bath water and, you know, swish it around, because coconut oil is a natural dispersant. It'll stay separated. You know how like if you drop essential oil on water, it just puddles. It makes a little oil slick, right? And it stays all globbed up in one place. But if you've got something with the carrier of coconut oil, it stays dispersed, which I find very, very fabulous. And so you can do a couple of things with this. You can put it in your bath. You can also just drop it in your hand and with your other finger, you know, apply it as normal. But the other thing that I've done recently, so these are sacred space. And the other thing with sacred space in this size, the 15 ml size, I send with it 4 little, I'm trying to show it to you, 4 little lava rocks, so that you can place them at the 4 corners of your home, or you can create like a medicine wheel type of thing with the 4 stones, and you can drop the sacred space on the stones, and they'll help hold the vibration of sacred space for wherever you want it to. You can put them around yourself and do meditation inside that sacred space, right? Barbara Hanclow says that if you meditate inside a medicine wheel, you're accessing 9 dimensions. So anytime you build a wheel and you call in the directions and do that sort of thing, you're accessing more than you would if you didn't do that step. And so I always try to meditate inside a medicine wheel, and that's what I teach my students and all of that, right? But I'm actually sending you the stones so that you can create that sacred space, taking it to a whole other level, because the products are accessing even more dimensions than 9, okay? The other thing that I've worked on lately, which I'm very, very excited about, and you may have heard about already, but I'm now creating body butter, okay? And this is called Goddess Radiance Body Butter. This particular one, I have 2 varieties. There's one that is kind of regular, and then there's one that's super emollient. It has additional butters in the formula. But it's a thicker cream, right? It's kind of hard to see with this. But what I do is I literally have a scale, and after we've weighed the jar, I literally weigh out the exact amount so that you really do get 8 ounces in a jar like this. But not only is it fabulous body butter that's highly emollient and just fabulous for your skin, it's vegan, it's, you know, it's good for you. But I've infused it with with frequencies. Okay, so Goddess Radiance is all about calling the goddess within. It's about accessing and connecting to the divine feminine, and it's very, very, very nurturing to the soul. So once you've had a bath or a shower and you've dried yourself off a little, you start applying it, you know, and you just get a little bit and you place it on your legs or your arms or your hands or wherever, you know, but literally you can put it on all over. And, you know, depending on the sensitivity of your face, you know, I have much more sensitive skin on my face than I do the rest of me. So I tend to not use thicker lotions or oil, body butters and things like this on my face, but I use it everywhere else, right? Head to toe, everywhere I put on the body butter, and you can feel the vibrations. You're being bathed in the frequencies as long as you have it on, you know, so it's a way to raise your vibration. It's a way to be accessing and aligning with the divine. It is an energy healing tool, just in a very cool format, right? So we think about energy healing tools, we think about sending Reiki, or we doing special, you know, mudra things, or we think about using sound healing, we think about color, we think about all these different ways that we do vibrational healing. But this right here is a bottle full of vibration that you can just rub on and feel luscious in. The only aroma that I have right now, and I'm probably going to stick with this, I call it Hint of Mint. It's the teeniest, tiniest amount of peppermint, okay? It is so subtle, you may not even smell it, but it's got the teeniest, tiniest little aroma of peppermint, because that's slightly uplifting, you know, it helps you wake up a little bit. And a lot of people are running around so tired all the time. I just thought that would be nice. It's not like a jolt of coffee or espresso or anything like that. It's just this gentle upliftment. So I wanted you to know about these products. And they're all available at magnificentyou.com. And like I said, there's tons of choices. If you ever want assistance in choosing something, just reach out to me on Facebook or somewhere else. Have a beautiful day.